Welcome back to the channel. If you're into coin collecting or just love rare and valuable pieces, you're in for a treat today. In this video, we're diving into the top 6 most expensive and valuable Washington quarter dollars in today's market. These coins have caught the eyes of collectors and investors around the world, and you won't believe how much some of them are worth. So, let's get started. The 1,965 Washington quarter dollar, a coin that's turned heads in the numismatic world. If you're lucky enough to have one of these in excellent condition, you might be holding onto a real treasure. The 1,965 Washington quarter dollar, minted without a mint mark, is a fascinating piece of history, and it's more valuable than you might think. But why is this particular coin so significant? Let's explore its rarity, condition, and what it's worth today. To fully appreciate the value of the 1,965 Washington quarter, it's important to understand its place in history. In 1965, the United States made a major change in coinage. With the rising cost of silver, the composition of many coins was altered. For the first time, quarters were no longer made from 90% silver, and the mint mark was removed from the coin's reverse. Prior to 1,965, coins were minted with a mint mark indicating where they were produced, either in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. However, in 1965, the mint mark was dropped for quarters and half dollars to cut costs and simplify production. This made quarters from that year and beyond different from those of previous years. Now, let's talk about the design. The Washington quarter was introduced in 1932, commemorating the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Its design, created by John Flanagan, features a profile of George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. This design remains largely unchanged, but it's the unique absence of the mint mark on the 1,965 coin that makes it stand out. When we talk about excellent condition, we're looking for a coin that shows little to no signs of wear. An excellent condition coin should have a sharp, well-defined design with little to no scratches or imperfections. In this state, a 1,965 Washington quarter, without a mint mark, is incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors. Now, the big question: what is the 1,965 Washington quarter worth today? Well, it depends on several factors, such as its condition and any unique characteristics it might have. A typical 1,965 Washington quarter in excellent condition can fetch anywhere from $170,000, but when you find one that's in near-perfect shape, the value can skyrocket. For example, if you have a 1,965 Washington quarter that has been graded in mint state, meaning it's virtually flawless and uncirculated, it could be worth anywhere from $320,000, and in some rare cases, even more, if there's additional demand in the market. But what makes this coin particularly valuable? For one, it's the combination of its historical significance and rarity. The lack of a mint mark, which was unusual at the time, adds to the intrigue for collectors. Also, the 1,965 coin is a reminder of the shift in US coinage during the 1,009. Of course, a lot of the value is determined by the condition of the coin. If your 1,965 Washington quarter shows signs of wear, it will be worth less. However, if you're lucky enough to find one that has been well preserved or even graded by a professional numismatist, you could see a significant jump in value. Looking at market trends, rare coins like the 1,965 Washington quarter are becoming more sought after. As time passes, the availability of high-quality coins diminishes, and collectors are willing to pay a premium for well-preserved pieces. If you're considering investing in rare coins, the 1,965 Washington quarter is definitely one to keep an eye on. If you think you might have a rare 1,965 Washington quarter in excellent condition, it's worth getting it professionally graded. A certified coin can help you understand its true value and also protect your investment if you decide to sell or trade it in the future. To recap, The 1965 Washington quarter without a mint mark is a rare coin with historical significance and increasing value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newcomer to the world of numismatics, it's a coin worth keeping an eye on. If you have one in excellent condition, hold on to it, because it could be worth a lot more than you think. End of Treasure Island. Next up, the 1972 Washington quarter without a mint mark. In today's video, we'll explore its unique characteristics, how it stands out in the market, and just how much it could be worth in very good condition. If you're into coin collecting or just curious about your coins, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our upcoming content on rare and valuable coins. Let's start with some history. The Washington quarter dollar was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Since then, it has become a staple of American currency. But did you know that not every year's issue is the same in terms of rarity and value? Today, we're focusing on the 1972 Washington quarter. The 1972 issue is a little less exciting in terms of its mint marks, especially compared to other years when special mint marks were used for specific coin series like proofs or special editions. In 1972, the quarter was produced at the Philadelphia Mint without a mint mark, which is the focus of today's discussion. There were also quarters made with mint marks from Denver and San Francisco in the same year, but it's the Philadelphia minted, unmarked quarters that collectors often find intriguing. Now, let's talk about why this coin has become more valuable today. When you hear the term very good condition in coin collecting, you might be thinking it's not all that great. But don't be fooled. A coin in very good condition means that the coin has a little wear, but its design is still clearly visible. For the 1972 Washington quarter, this is a big deal, especially if it's one of the coins that survived circulation well and has been kept in decent condition. In the case of the 1972 Washington quarter without a mint mark, it's not just about the wear, it's about the rarity of these older coins in good shape. As time goes on, the number of well-preserved quarters dwindles, especially those without any mint mark. Finding a 1972 quarter in very good condition is getting harder and harder, and that drives up its value in the market. So, how much is this coin worth today? Let's dive into its market value. On average, a 1972 Washington quarter without a mint mark in very good condition can be worth anywhere from $230,000. But here's where it gets interesting. If you manage to find one of these quarters in better condition, or if it's part of a collection with other rare coins, the value can rise significantly. And of course, if you happen to find one with an unusual error or defect, that could increase its worth exponentially. But for now, the very good condition quarters are still holding decent value, especially among collectors who are looking to fill out their sets of Washington quarters. As with all collectible coins, the value depends heavily on the condition. In coin collecting, the grading system matters. The better the condition, the higher the value. Here's a breakdown for the 1972 Washington quarter without mint mark. So, why are collectors so interested in the 1972 Washington quarter, specifically the one without a mint mark? Well, this coin represents a significant year in American numismatic history. The Washington Quarter series is one of the most popular and widely collected U.S. coin sets. Every year, new coins are produced, and collectors often look for those with rare features, minting issues, or simply those that are becoming harder to find in decent condition. In a world where the value of coins can fluctuate, having a 1972 quarter without a mint mark is appealing to those who are looking to complete a set or own a piece of history. To wrap up, the 1972 Washington quarter without mint mark in very good condition might not seem like the most exciting coin at first glance, but for coin collectors, it's definitely a keeper. It's a reminder of the beauty and value that older, well-preserved coins can hold. While it's not as valuable as some other coins out there, its rarity and market demand have definitely kept it relevant in today's collecting world. Next up, the Washington quarter dollar from $1,974. Specifically, we're talking about the rare variety without a mint mark, in uncirculated condition. If you've got one of these in your collection or you're hunting for one, stick around. You won't want to miss out on the market value insights we'll be revealing. Let's start by taking a closer look at the Washington quarter dollar 1974. This coin is part of the classic series that features George Washington's portrait on the obverse and the iconic eagle on the reverse. Now, what makes the 1974 quarter special is not just its design, but the absence of a mint mark. Most coins from this year typically feature either a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco mint mark, but this one doesn't have any mint mark at all. This creates a bit of mystery and a rarity that coin collectors have learned to appreciate. Now, the condition of this coin is critical to its value. If you're lucky enough to have a 1974 Washington quarter without a mint mark in uncirculated condition, you're holding onto something truly special. Uncirculated condition means that the coin has never been used in circulation. It retains its full shine, crisp edges, and perfect surface detail. There should be no noticeable wear or damage, even under magnification. When you examine an uncirculated coin, it should look almost as if it just came from the mint. One of the most interesting things about this particular coin is its rarity. In 1974, the majority of Washington quarters were minted at the Denver or San Francisco facilities, which is why a quarter from that year with no mint mark is so unusual. Coins without a mint mark from this period weren't produced in large numbers, and finding one in uncirculated condition is even rarer. As with most rare coins, condition is everything, and it's why this coin's value has steadily increased over the years. Now, let's talk about what this coin could be worth. So, how much could you expect to get for a 1974 Washington quarter without mint mark in uncirculated condition? Well, the market value depends on the coin's quality and demand from collectors. In uncirculated condition, this coin could fetch anywhere between $450,000 on average. However, if it's a truly high-grade coin, you could see values soar even higher, up to $600,000 or more, depending on its precise condition and the demand in the current market. But that's not the only factor. Some rarer coins, like certain error varieties or minting anomalies, can fetch even higher prices. So, keep an eye out for those hidden gems. Now, you might be wondering, what makes a coin like this worth so much? Well, it's a combination of several factors. First, rarity is key. The lack of a mint mark makes it unique and scarce. Then, there's the condition. An uncirculated coin shows that it has been preserved perfectly. But, perhaps most importantly, it's the demand from collectors. People are always searching for coins that have historical significance, rarity, and potential for future value appreciation. And as fewer coins like this are available, the value only rises. If you think you might have a 1974 Washington quarter in your collection, it's easy to check if it's the rare, no mint mark variety. Flip the coin over and look at the reverse side. Right below the eagle, you should see where the mint mark would normally appear. If there's nothing there, congratulations! You have the version we're talking about today. Just make sure to carefully inspect its condition, as any wear could significantly impact its value. So, there you have it. The Washington quarter dollar 1974, without a mint mark, in uncirculated condition, is a rare and valuable coin that's definitely worth keeping an eye on. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this is one coin that could make a great addition to your collection. As always, remember to handle your coins with care and keep them in protective cases to preserve their condition and value. Next up, the 1981 Washington quarter dollar with the P mint mark. It's a coin that may not initially stand out, but when we take a closer look, you'll see just how valuable it has become in today's market. Now, before we talk about its current value, let's first cover some basics. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932. and it remains one of the most iconic coins in the US Mint's history. By the time 1981 rolled around, the coin had undergone numerous changes in design and minting techniques. However, 1981 was unique because of the P Mint mark. For those of you who are still new to coin collecting, the P Mint mark refers to the coin being produced at the Philadelphia Mint. This was an important year because it was the first time the Philadelphia Mint was used to strike quarters with a mint mark since 1979. Before that, quarters minted in Philadelphia didn't feature any mint mark. As you can see, the obverse side of the 1981 Washington quarter displays the classic design of George Washington's profile. It's a design that's been on the quarter since 1932, but the sharp details of the image really stand out on a well-circulated coin. The reverse side of the coin shows the familiar eagle perched on a branch, with the words United States of America and E Pluribus Unum prominently displayed. It's a timeless design that has become an emblem of American coinage. Now, when it comes to the 1981 Washington quarter, most of the coins you'll find today are in circulation condition. This means they were used in everyday transactions and, as a result, have seen some wear and tear over the years. The details may be worn down a little, and the shine of the coin may be a thing of the past. So, the big question, how rare is this coin and why is it so valuable today? The 1981 Washington quarter with a P Mint mark may seem like just another coin from the early 80s, but its rarity and increasing demand on the market have given it a significant boost in value. Coins from this era with mint marks from Philadelphia have become harder to find in good condition. In fact, the circulation condition 1981 Washington quarter is considered rare today, and that's because so many of these coins were used in day-to-day spending. As time goes on and more coins are lost, damaged, or taken out of circulation, the 1981 quarter becomes increasingly scarce. For those of you lucky enough to find one of these coins in extra fine or unusually good condition, you're in for a treat. These coins can fetch anywhere from $75,000 or more, depending on their condition. And for those who have the 1981 quarter in pristine condition, it's possible to see values climb as high as $290,000. Keep in mind, values can vary depending on the overall rarity, market conditions, and collector interest at the time. It's important to note, though, that coins in lower circulation condition, such as those with heavy scratches, discoloration, or other wear, will likely fetch much less. Even though they may be harder to find, these coins won't have the same big price tag unless they are in near-perfect or uncirculated condition. Coin dealers and collectors are constantly on the lookout for rare finds. Some even specialize in specific years or mint marks like the 1981 P Washington quarter. This coin has garnered a strong following, and in many cases, its value is only expected to rise as time goes on and the coin becomes even more scarce. This is not to say that there is anything wrong with having large amounts of money. There is everything that can be found in existence on this earth. If you're a collector or just getting started, finding a 1981 Washington quarter with a P Mint mark could be a great addition to your collection. It might not be as widely known as some of the more famous coins, but its value continues to grow, and who knows, your find could end up being worth much more than you paid for it. So, what do you think? Have you come across any 1981 Washington quarters in your collection or in your chain? Next up, Washington quarter dollar from 1980, featuring the D Mint mark and in pristine uncirculated condition. And let me tell you, this coin has become a rarity in today's market with some surprising value. To start, let's talk about the Washington quarter itself. The design, which honors George Washington, our first president, has been in circulation since 1932. But today we're specifically focusing on the 1980 issue. This year may not seem particularly standout in terms of circulation, But if you have one in uncirculated condition, you're in for a surprise. The mint mark on this quarter is a D, which indicates that it was produced at the Denver Mint, one of the primary minting locations for US coins. The D mint mark is important because it signals the specific origin of the coin, and it can sometimes affect the rarity and value, especially when paired with an uncirculated grade. What exactly does uncirculated mean? Well, uncirculated coins, like this 1980 quarter, are in nearly flawless condition. They show no signs of wear or damage, and the original details of the design remain sharp and clear. Uncirculated coins are highly sought after in the coin collecting world because they retain their full value and appeal. So, why is this coin worth so much today? A Washington quarter from 1980 might not be rare in large quantities, but when it's in uncirculated condition, it becomes much rarer, especially with the mint mark D. Currently, these quarters can command prices ranging anywhere from $700,000 or even more in auction settings, depending on the quality of the coin. If it has a perfect, uncirculated grade, collectors will often pay a premium for it. In today's coin market, uncirculated coins have been in demand, and quarters from this period are becoming increasingly rare. The scarcity factor has pushed up prices, making it a great time for collectors to buy, sell, and trade. And it's not just about the value today. This coin has the potential to appreciate further in years to come. Whether you're adding it to your collection or planning to sell, the 1980 Washington quarter with a D mint mark in uncirculated condition is a gem. Make sure to protect it in a proper holder or album to maintain its quality and ensure it holds its value in the future. Now, let's take a quick look at how this 1980 quarter compares to other quarters from the same era. In general, quarters from the late 1970s and early 1980s tend to be more abundant, but an uncirculated version with the D mint mark definitely sets it apart. The sharpness of the details and the lack of wear really make a difference in its overall value. Coin values don't stay the same forever. Like any collectible, their prices tend to fluctuate. But what we're seeing now is a clear upward trend in the value of high-quality Washington quarters from the 1980s. This is a coin that could very well be worth even more in the future, especially as collectors continue to seek out pristine examples. So, if you've got a 1980 Washington quarter with a D mint mark in uncirculated condition, hold on to it. You might just have a rare and valuable piece of American numismatic history on your hands. Keep an eye on the market as the demand for well-preserved coins continues to grow, and you could see its value increase. Next up, the 1989 Washington quarter with the P mint mark. What makes this coin so special, and why is it commanding big values in today's coin market? Let's find out. The 1989 Washington quarter, produced at the Philadelphia Mint, may seem like just another regular quarter in circulation, but it's not. This particular coin, when found in very fine condition, stands out among other quarters of its era. It's often overlooked, but for those in the know, it holds substantial value on the rare coin market today. Let's take a closer look at this iconic coin. The 1989 Washington quarter features a design by John Flanagan depicting George Washington in profile. On the reverse, you'll see the traditional eagle perched on an olive branch, symbolizing peace and strength. Now, let's talk about the mint mark. This 1989 quarter has a P mint mark, meaning it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. The P mint mark is quite significant because it's the only mint mark used on quarters from Philadelphia since 1979. So, finding a 1989 Washington quarter with a P mint mark in very fine condition is a rarity in itself. When we refer to a coin being in very fine condition, we mean that it shows some moderate wear but still retains clear details. The Washington portrait, eagle, and other features are still crisp and visible, though you might notice some light wear on the high points of the coin. So, what makes the 1989 Washington quarter with the P mint mark valuable today? It's all about rarity and demand. While millions of these quarters were produced, very fine examples, especially those without excessive wear, are much less common. The coin was produced in large quantities for circulation, but over time many were lost or damaged. As a result, the number of well-preserved specimens has dwindled, making them more sought after by collectors. Depending on the exact condition, a 1989 Washington quarter with the P mint mark in very fine condition can fetch anywhere from $60,000 on the market. In fact, compared to other coins from the same year, such as pennies, nickels, and dimes, the Washington quarter stands out due to its durability and the fact that fewer examples remain in top-notch condition. Now, why should you consider adding the 1989 Washington quarter with the P mint mark to your collection? Well, if you're a seasoned collector, you'll understand the appeal of owning coins that represent both historical value and rarity. This quarter is a fantastic entry point for those starting a collection of modern US coins, or even those who are looking to diversify their investments. Modern quarters like the 1989 P mint mark have potential for increased value over time, especially when found in excellent condition. As fewer are left in pristine form, collectors are increasingly drawn to coins like this one. Plus, there's always the added thrill of finding one in your pocket change. So, whether you're looking to complete your collection or you're just starting out, the 1989 Washington quarter with the P mint mark in very fine condition is one coin you don't want to overlook. It may not be the rarest coin in the world, but it holds its own as a valuable part of US coinage history. Thanks for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below if you've ever found a 1989 Washington quarter with the P mint mark. Happy collecting, and I'll see you in the next one.